Let's start. Thank you for coming today. We have an interesting topic today. We have Miriam with us also. She's a psychologist, coach, PNL or NLP in English, it's called, and Wingway also. So we have someone here that is going to be studying what we are going to be suffering. Actually, Miriam, you know her because she's also into a startup here. It's called Guadalupe, and she's filling in herself everything that we're going to be talking about. She's a good coach, helping me sometimes. Just started. So I wanted to give an overview about what I read about psychology into startup. So I think I'll do like a short introduction about everything that I've been getting from different sources. Most of it is Y Combinator, but there are some others also too. Okay? So this is my view about becoming, how do you say, like everything that you're going to be suffering when launching a startup. Okay, and then Miriam will give us a lot of resources and some good tips also about talking to investors. So everything that you can read on when talking to investors, that the investor is not really telling you. Things that I'm going to be saying probably are contradictory to things that Miriam is going to be asking you about. So, you know, she's coming from the psychology point of view, I'm coming from the entrepreneurial point of view. So probably things will not match. Anyhow, it's up to you to decide what to do. Okay, so these are the three topics. First of all, I want to give you an overview about reasons why people start up and try to demystify some of them. First of all, I want also you to think about what is important for you, what is key, and what is your definition of success. My definition of your success is not the same as yours. Okay, for me, success is that you get money from investors. That would be it. For you, maybe is that you grow up a big company and you have a lot of employees. You make a lot of money, give money to investors, and probably get retired, go under a palm tree. I don't know. You need to know what you think is important for you. And this is for your own. You don't need to be sharing this with you. But, it's important, your definition. Okay. First, common reasons why to become a tech entrepreneur. So you have some there. First of all, the people think is glamorous. Second is you're going to be the boss. Third, flexibility, and then the fourth is you'll make more money and more impact on society. All of them, we are going to be demystified right now. So if your reasons is about these four, I don't recommend you to keep on. The best reason is something that Y Combinator people, some investors, some founders of Facebook decide what is the best reason. Maybe you don't agree with them, but I think it's a normal, honorable one. Yeah. It's glamorous. Yes. We all got this picture. And this is mainly due to that Hollywood has been promoting things like the social network, Facebook, film. And this is what you get. This is a shot from the film. You see here founders enjoying, having fun and everything, but okay, this presentation is an excerpt from Dustin Moskovitz, who was one of the founders of Facebook. So he was giving this lecture before me. And this is what it's actually like. So he was coding, with Mark Zuckerberg, and this is actually his day-to-day. He didn't want to be social. He was pointing everybody, okay, I need to be focused and I need to be doing my work. So, and this is something that is going to be contradicting also what Miriam says, that You need to be social. You need to take a look at your family, your social life, and everything. So probably a contradictory one. But this is actually what it was like. This is another from, what was the name of the movie? A Beautiful Mind? Yeah. This is, yeah, when he got a nice idea, he start writing. But actually it's not. It's most of the time very, very hard, okay? So there is an ugly side of being an entrepreneur. So stress, you're going to be under a lot of stress, not only for you, but also for the team that is around you. And it's true, they are going to be devoting the most important years of their life. So you have a responsibility. If you decide to quit or to do things wrong, you're going to have a lot of responsibility. Then you're always on call. I'm sorry that you have no power with your schedule. As soon as you get investors on board, you get customers and everything, they're going to be calling you. It doesn't matter what time, you need to be responsive and everything. So you have no management of your time. You're going to be 24 hours on duty. And you're always fundraising. So the way we see is that every 12 months you need to be raising some money to continue. That is a lot of stress into you. Okay? And sometimes you're going to be getting some unwanted media attention, something that probably you don't want. There are some people that they like to be on newspapers and everything, but there are some others that don't. And I don't think that is a good thing. Okay. And okay, you're really, really committed into one. Okay, this one is about the economies. There was something that was shown. I think I was saying this in one of the lectures. Is Entrepreneur Anonymous. I recommend you to read it. It's about people being under stress. You see a guy here under the table. It's actually a representation of the founder of Box. You know the company. It's like Dropbox. He was living 2.5 years under in a mattress in his office. So that he was actually what he was suffering. So there is a lot written about depression and things you're going to be suffering in the first year. I recommend you to read it. The other one is about Inc. That I read is the psychological price about entrepreneurship. I want you to read through. I think it's important for you to know what you're going to be feeling. Yeah, we have a doctor around here, so probably you have a lot of things. So these things like being in your bed and feeling a lot of anxiety and uncertainties and everything, you're going to be recalling every day. So something interesting for you. Okay, this is another one from Brad Feld, the founder of Texas. He's talking about depression. Heavily talking about depression. This is the way it shouldn't be. Okay, so this is the other side. Okay, next thing, you're going to be the boss. Yes, I want to start a startup because I want to be my own boss. Yeah, I want to sign. This is about, this is a quote from the CEO of Evernote, talking, if you want, you can read it through, but it says, if you want to be the boss, go into the military career. Don't go into here, because everyone is going to be your boss. Customers, day-to-day, even your employees and everything. So don't do it. If you think that your goal is to be flexibility, we talk about that. You're going to be on call every day, and you're a role model, and you're always working anyway. I mean, you have this idea of starting this startup. So I'm sorry, you have some flexibility, but you don't know where they are, those slots into your calendar. Maybe on early morning on Monday, everybody's working, you have nothing to do, but you don't own your calendar anyhow. Next thing, you'll make more money and have more impact. And this is a part of the presentation that I was doubting if to show you or not, but okay, I decided to do it at the end. It's very American in the way of showing and it's looking into numbers in a very positive way. Okay, I'll show it to you. Okay, this is about the financial reward and impact of a person who started. Okay, let's focus here. An employee 100. If you started into Dropbox about 100, you will have about $10 million in shares. Okay, and if you started into the 100 into Facebook, you'll have around 200 million in shares. So it's huge. Yeah, it's good. But if you start thinking about starting a company, like, I don't know, those were two funny names they found. It's like Uber for pet sitting. It doesn't seem like a very good idea, but it's all right. And at the end of all the dilutions and everything, after 4 or 5 years, you'll have about 10% of the company. You will have about the same. So it doesn't matter if you work for a big firm or you start your own company. And this 100 million valuation company, it's really hard to get it. Probably it's a good idea to join a big startup and do things for others. And this is about Uber for space travel, which is a huge idea. Yeah, you can make a lot of money out of it. If you're here today, probably you would know you're doing if you have these ideas. Go and implement it. Okay, this is about the maximizing the impact. Yeah, most of the people think if I join Google or Facebook or anyone, I'm not going to be doing any impact. Okay, and these are 3 examples of people that join a company and after a few years, they had a huge impact into that. So working for a big firm has a lot of advantages about impacting. For example, the employee number 1,500 on Google started the Google Maps. Okay, and that was, I think it was an impact on society. Or the employee 1900 at Google, he started doing the prototyping the Gmail. The chat on Gmail. So that was also, you're probably using this right now, every day. The employee number 250 at Facebook, he was the one starting a hackathon and doing the like button. And that changes completely the way we see now, social networks. So people in big companies also, they have a huge impact on society. So money, impact, don't do it. Don't do it. That's the reason. So what's the best reason? In the eyes of some people in Y Combinator, this resonates to me also. I think that is great. This is a, what do you say, play word or something that it play on words? Play on words. This is playing on words. Yeah, that means, okay, you cannot do it, and has a lot of angles into that. What does it mean, really? Is that you really cannot stop thinking about it and doing it. It's like something you started and you say, okay, this is gonna be, I'm gonna be doing it. I'm sure. You need passion for that. Okay, you need passion to endure the struggle, everything you're gonna be suffering, and you need passion also to effectively recruit people in your company. This is the 7 point into your elevator pitch for bringing people on board. And passion is something that you can feel, or you can feel it from someone, but it's something that the subconscious, how do you call it? Subconscious? Yeah, will get it for you. So you either put it or you don't. So people will smell when you don't have passion. You're trying to fake it sometimes. Okay. And this is something also for you. It's an advice about doing the elevator pitch and everything. Sometimes you can win competitions and everything, but people will feel you're faking it. You don't really feel what you're saying. Okay? And you need that. The aptitude. The world needs you to do it. Either the world needs the thing that you're going to be doing, or the world needs you. So these are the best reasons for you to start a company, or what we believe. Or probably not. I don't know. What do you think? Does it make sense?
I've watched many videos on these reasons to become an entrepreneur, and mostly what I found out from, I don't know if it was Y Combinator, but from America, it was to actually overcome a challenge in society, or to have a really massive impact when it comes to a game.
Okay, a challenge, and this is something that is going to be negative from a psychologist's point of view. It's all right. It's all right. We move from challenge, and now I realize that we didn't put the micro there. So 1 minute, I'll go down. It's not micro. No, it's all right. I think you'll get some audio, but it's not the best one. So now we got it. Okay. So what do you think? Sorry. Do you think it's a good idea about starting a company for?
I mean, what they say is that that you're trying to solve a problem for people.
So the world need you to do it somehow, right? Or?
Yeah, with other words, you are the chosen one.
Okay, Ben Horowitz, one of the most successful investors, says that the most important thing you have to do it with the startup is to manage your own psychology. Why? Because things from here onwards is gonna go more intensifying. So you're going to be feeling this swing more and more, and you need to be part of it. I mean, sometimes you cannot go against it because you're going to be suffering. So the lows are going to be lows, but the highs are going to be high. Okay, does it sound familiar to you? Do you think, no, this is just the beginning. No, things are going to be better. So no worries. I mean, so no, it gets worse and worse. Yeah, another thing. The sooner you get money into your company, some investors, you're going to find that people that like you, they're going to be starting to hate you. It's like, what, that is a stupid company? I mean, these jerks, I mean, they don't do things. I mean, they got money. Oh, wow. So you start feeling, yeah, people are starting to hate you more and more. So ignore them. Ignore them. Don't look back. The other thing is that, okay, now it probably is time to think the long-term commitment. Most people, they believe, okay, this is going to last 3 years and then, or 4 years, and then I'm going to be selling my company, I'm going to be working for something else, make money, go under palm tree again, or go surfing. No. Okay, if you're lucky, if you get some money, this is going to be lasting at least 8 to 10 years. So try to think this in a long term. Okay, and if you want to be into her. Another thing, try to monitor when you're starting to get burnt out. I'm here, for me, it's my 3rd year involved. First year, I was feeling, yeah, I had some vacations and everything, but I haven't had any vacations for 2 years. I'm starting to feel burnout. It's true. I mean, sometimes you can go there, have some fun and everything, but sorry, I mean, I need some time off. And there are some alarms that you're going to be getting when you're getting burnt out. The first thing is you start to lose focus. You start to do things that you probably enjoy more than starting a big company or doing a big product. So you go to amazing places, you do talks, everybody tells you how important you are and everything, but that is bullshit. That is a sign that you're getting burnt out. So keep on focus and keep on listening to your body. The other thing, you'll hear people that they want to be close to you or probably acquire your company. Ignore them. Why? Because you're going to be feeling very, very bad about it. Either excited in the beginning, and then when they give you an offer, probably it's not as high as you were supposed, or Or if things are not going anywhere, you're going to be depressed. It's like, okay, I'm done and everything. So ignore this acquisition. One of the companies we have, Urban M, the bicycle one, they're talking to Ericsson. They're talking to Correos, the post office, and they are dreaming about things like, okay, they're going to be acquired. So forget about it. So don't do it. And yeah, the things start to fail. The startups start to fail when the founders start to fail. And no matter what you do and how you do, the company and the people that they're working with you, they're going to be smelling when you are taking off the gas pedal. So if you start to do things in a more relaxed way, they will do it, and they will start to be depressed. So it's up to you guys to decide when to quit. Okay, that was the part. It was a nice article about an example. How is it to start a startup or how to start a relationship? So there were like seven points they were touching. I think they were pretty funny, but somehow you need to be having this in mind. First of all, you need to be passionate about starting you with the girl or the guy you're dating with. It's like, if you're not passionate, don't do it. Don't go over it, because you need to invest a lot of time and energy. And this is something you need to bear in mind here. You know, spend too many hours with the people you're doing your startup. And all parties need to be equal interest. I've seen too many startups fail because there are some people that they don't have any time, or they do part-time, and some of the founders, they are doing the hard work. And if it's not equal from the beginning, this is going to be colliding and crushing, like relationship. Focus. Come on, don't resonate this to me. I mean, this is like girlfriends or boyfriends. Only one. I mean, you can do it at the beginning. You can do Tinder. You can learn how to flirt and everything. But as soon as you get the right thing, focus on that one. Don't go into. I've seen too many people here, especially teachers in the universities, that they believe they can do 5, 6, 7 startups at the same time. Yeah, you're not doing anything there. I mean, you have no impact on them. So don't resonate this to me. Only one. And that applies also to customers and some other things. Flexible, and nothing will stay the same. You're feeling you're okay, you're going with your girlfriend 2 years, things are starting to get more relaxed and everything. But it's not true. I mean, you're going to be feeling that things are going to be changing soon. So you need to stay flexible. Sorry, this is the first time. Okay, you need to be flexible. Things are evolving. Although you don't feel they're evolving, things are evolving. The sixth thing, fail fast. Okay, if you think this is not the person of your life, quit it. Or if you're targeting to some customers and they don't do the things, the same thing, quit. And then keep the things that works, but try too many things. Even with your girlfriend, sometimes you could say, okay, I can go with her and try to convince her to go do kite surfing. It doesn't work. So I will not continue with that, because I know that is going to be breaking my relationship. I mean, it's too much stress and everything. So we'll try some other things. That should be the same with the startup. Bounce back. Okay, if it doesn't work, nobody wants you to be, I don't know, crying and thinking, okay, that was a shit. Come back and try it again with the startup. Do you agree? Disagree? No. You're looking at me, or I don't know. Okay. Yesterday I was watching a video on Facebook that I like it. How many of you have you ever tried surfing in your life? Some of you. Okay, many. Sorry? Windsurf? No, surfing, because this video is about surfing. Okay. It will take me 1 second to look at it. Okay, sorry. It's here. Oh, come on. It's really slow now. This is a video. It's a 2-minute video. Okay, if I first. This is like okay, it sounds like a porno movie or something, but it's not. He's trying to struggle. Okay, he was trying to catch a wave, and then he didn't catch it. But the next wave was hitting directly on him, so he needs to go down, dive, and get his breath. And he's very close to the reef, so he's feeling like, okay, well, didn't get much. So the board, grabbing the board, putting back again, and come on, another wave. It's like coming again, coming under, and forget about it. It's like, this is an actual video with the GoPro. And he said, like coming out, get the board. Oh, shit! It's like there's another one coming. It's Costa Rica, you know. It's a dream. Everybody goes there. Or Hawaii, it's the same. I mean, big waves coming. Yeah. Third wave. Look at it. It's underwater. No, got it again. No, another one. You probably see the analogy between the startup world and this. This is about actual surfing. And everybody that has been doing surfing is feeling this. It's like, what the hell I'm doing here? I'm surviving for my life. I'm trying to do it. I pay a lot of money to go to other part of the world. And now I'm suffering like hell. I have no... Whoa, another one. The second wave. Normally, they come in 4 or 5. I mean, but you can get up to 7. Oh, come in my board. Trying to grasp. Oh, wow. Another white water coming. Monster. Okay, don't worry. This ends. Yeah. And I want you to see his face. So he passed the white water. Now it's all right. He can relax a little bit. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And when you get out of the water, you say, how was the surfing? It was perfect. It was great. It's like, yeah. But if you've been surfing, you know what is it. I mean, some of the days, most of the days is like that. I went every day. I went surfing every day on my sabbatical year. I spent 6 months, and no matter what, there were big waves or slow ones, or I went surfing. My surf sucks. I mean, I was this kind of boy, man. And probably you get one wave or something, and then you're stoked. You say, okay, this is perfect. And you lie to your friends, and how was it? It was perfect. Yeah. This is about, launching a startup. There's a lot of suffering into that. So people demystify. Okay. And that was it. I have nothing more to tell you. The thing that is most important now is to bring you Miriam, and she will give you a lot of resources about handling with this, I believe. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to be talking about a little bit about talking to investors and what happened with their eyes, the way they talk to you, if they put the size of the face, if they look there or there or there. So it was pretty interesting for me yesterday. So I can tell you that it's going to be interesting for you guys. Okay, so we move to her now. Things that she wrote, I don't agree with most of them, but it's all right. This is about Pimpinella. It's arguing. Okay, so we'll be using. We're going to be using another one here, right?
Okay, you are going to need some paper and a pen or a pencil. You are going to work. I mean, I can explain to you everything, but you need. Bueno, a ver, hay una cosa que es más dibujarlo y...
Método de expresión.
Que yo puedo meter el rollo, ¿sabes?
Vale,
Pero así trabajar un poco. Okay. En el ordenador también están algunas de las llaves. There are some slides on the computer, en el calendario. Sí. No, porque van a ir a buscar el papel.
Ya.
Hombre,
Okay.
si se van y me quedo aquí solo, como, madre mía.
There you have it.
A ver, esto al final lo hago,
Yo lo paso si quieres.
Tú lo vas
o como,
haciendo.
o como tú quieras.
Miriam, what is wing-way?
Okay.
Wingway, bueno.
Okay.
Es el tipo de coaching que hago. Es coaching emocional, individual. Okay, I like to do it in English. I'll probably mix Spanish. Okay. Spanish and English because, yeah, I like to the quality of the mentoring. So,
I'll help you with English or Carlos will help you.
yeah.
Yes.
So I mix Spanish and English. There are some slides. All of them are in English, and they are in Spanish and English because you are going to work with your neurology and your language. So it's so important if you work with your mother tongue. So you'll find in English and Spanish, and they are in the calendar. You can find where it is on Thursday, then they are there. So because if you want to sing Spanish or in English, but this is me. ¿Así? Rafa. Que es con el ratón. No. Que yo lo hago diferente, como yo lo hago con el PowerPoint. No, es que él me ha dicho que lo iba a hacer porque él es PDF y yo soy PowerPoint. No, es que yo ya no.
Tienes el teléfono bloqueado, no sé si...
No, pero con el teléfono no.
Sí,
No, cuando le estás haciendo con el...
O sea, tengo que hacerlo mirando hacia ahí.
No, yo creo que si no lo mueves no hay problema. Ahí lo tienes.
¿Cómo lo haces?
O sea, si ves el ratón allí,
Sí.
si le das encima. ¿Ya?
Vale. Lo tengo mirando hacia ahí. Pensaba que era como los...
I wish.
Sí.
Sorry about that.
Okay, Rafa has been talking about what it means to be an entrepreneur. It means to be passion and discipline. Que yo quiero expresarme en español. Es como me gusta expresarme, que me gusta, digo, en inglés es que me corta mogollón, es que me cuesta. Okay, you know that is passion and discipline, and you have to focus on your energy. So, for example, that picture, it was for me so funny because you live like in your own world, that everything means your startup, your mind. You can stop thinking. How many of you wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning? You are wondering, your mind is racing so many ideas. And also, I know that some of you are the only one entrepreneur. You are the founder of your, for example, you. This is the worst part because you can't share your up and downs with the rest of the people, and your friends and your family can't understand you sometimes. So there, you know what it means. So it's very important if you come, you go to do, you are in a co-working, because you can talk to other people and express yourself and ask for things that you need. And also it's very important to have a close group of friends. I mean, like you, that you are, all of you are entrepreneurs, that you can stay together. And yeah, and like Bolt and Accelerator, this is so important. Okay. This is the part that we are going to talk about the quality of your life. Rafa wrote this down yesterday that was in Silicon Valley? No.
Yeah, in most of the places in Silicon Valley, they believe that what you need to be doing when you're studying a startup is eat, exercise, work, and sleep.
And where is the social life?
And what is the emotional part and
On
everything.
Facebook, sometimes.
On Facebook sometimes.
That's
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, or Twitter or
Yeah.
whatever.
This comes from entrepreneurs, and what they say is that you need to be doing this into the startup phase.
psychologists they believe no,
Or media.
media.
I mean-
doesn't believe that is important. So
Yeah,
okay,
imagine if your life is just eat, exercise, work, and sleep.
What about if eating is a social event?
But
So,
if you are eating with someone else, that's social. But if you are eating with yourself, yeah. But it was a surprise for me to
to
know
listen
it.
to that.
Yeah, yesterday. We are, I don't know how it's in English. I'm gonna try. Gregario?
Like a social thing too.
Yeah,
right?
we are gregarios. We are word people, person. We need to
be
to
surrounded.
feel that we are joining a group that que pertenecemos, necesitamos notar que pertenecemos a alguien, ¿no? Si no nos consumimos por dentro.
So otherwise you're going to be consumed inside out. You believe that, right? Probably
No,
people
and we
starting
need to
a
talk
company,
to someone. We need to talk about our
Yeah.
problems.
What we believe is depend on the person.
Sorry?
It depends on the person. Yeah, definitely.
There are some
Yeah.
are conservative, some are extroverted, and some are like social. And if they don't go with social, the life is like what you believe.
Yeah.
But we believe is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, we need to feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are these, spare time, then our habits, food, sleep, wellness, sport. How is going for you?
With the relationship.
Yeah, spare time. Relationships, friendship, addictions. What it means addictions? For example, people that smoke right now, smoke
Much more.
or drink, or even they didn't drink. Now at 8 p.m. I'm going to like in London, that on Fridays in the city, a lot of people went to the businessmen, went to the bars with their ties and
like Mad Men.
yeah, and they got drunk, completely drunk. Yeah, you need to distract. Tienes que desestresar. Okay, mental health,
Yeah.
depressed,
And your
and your health. Okay, first exercise. This is in Spanish, and you can,
You can have it in
study
English,
English,
too.
but
Yeah, you can pass into.
yeah, it's in Spanish and English. Okay. Ay, hacia atrás.
We need to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in. This is a satisfaction circle that you can see all that points that we were talking. Relationships, spare time, eat, sleep. What it means, that number, and what it means that, for example, right now I'm in a startup as well. This is not me, I have to say. This is just an example that I consider that I'm happy or I'm satisfied 8 in a scale of 1 to 10. I think that okay, all of them are a little bit of mixing because spare time it means also friendship or go out. But okay, spare time I'm quite happy I'm 8. But emotionally I feel that I'm a bit depressed when I'm with my friends. I'm all the time in my own world. Sometimes I feel that I can't breathe, or I breathe to
You feel anxious.
see. Yeah, you are anxious and angry, and you are upset, or you said a lot of no sé, palabrotas,
Curses.
word, I don't know what to say. So I mean, okay,
Your curse.
I'm not doing anything, and I feel that it's true. So I'll say to you, if you can take a few minutes and think
Okay,
about,
2
pay
minutes. You need to be
attention,
doing with you.
pay
like that.
attention about this part of your quality of your life right now, and compare how it was before you started and startup.
This is for you guys.
So
This
we
is- so
need
this is for you.
To make
This is
two
not for me.
satisfaction circle. Just
No.
now and before.
You compare in your mind. You can
Or
compare
I
in
think it's the same.
But this is your
Your own cycle.
One.
For example, sometimes I eat at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. the other day at 4. I'm getting fatter.
Yeah, I'm not eating
I'm not
healthy
eating.
food. Or no.
I'm so tired at night, so I decide to go to sleep directly and I don't eat, or not, or I eat.
It's about the timetable, right?
It's about the timetable and the food also. You have,
Yeah, your habits.
Your habits.
And what about the emotional?
Do you feel, for example, that you are more anxious?
Anxious.
Anxious, que estás más nervioso, que te notas que estás más triste o que un día estás aquí arriba y el otro estás aquí abajo, que notas que a lo mejor tú tienes, tienes conflictos y te cuesta resolverlos. ¿Cómo? Esto es para vosotros, para que
It's for yourself. You need to be rating somehow.
if you want to do it, it's up to you guys. Then if you have any question, you can come to me and we can talk one-to-one. Okay. One, I know.
Está ahí. Teaca. Lo mismo que.
Okay, this is the second part. Now you have to work on it. ¿Estás sorprendido con el resultado? Are you finished? Are you okay? Or have you finished? ¿Estás sorprendido con el resultado? ¿Hay algo que te sorprende especialmente? Okay, are you surprised with the result? What the most?
Anyone want to share part?
¿Dónde habéis visto una gran diferencia? Decir, ostras, aquí lo he mantenido, pero esto se me ha ido de las manos.
Okay, what is the part that you feel more?
If you want to share.
I really increase my exercise and healthy habits.
But what?
You have increased.
Comparing to the past.
So cool.
Me too.
You
That's
too?
surprised me. Yes.
Okay. What on the negative side? Because I think we're more interested into the negative side.
No, but I like to focus also
Into the positive side. Okay.
That's good.
Spare time. Disappear. Yeah. Okay. What else do you feel? Relationship is okay with you guys? Great. Okay. So we need to be asking to your partners, I think.
I think that you should. You go,
They suffer a lot.
I'm going to go out with my girlfriend and have a dinner. But then when you are with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, so with your phone or you are not there. I mean, sometimes we feel that we are doing things right, but then you have to change the position sometimes. For example, we'll do it later with the investors.
Yeah.
You need to be in the second position.
Or you are only talking about your entrepreneurship or your company or your activities, or you are really focused.
I think that it is the main issue with your partners, that we are talking about our startups or our problems with the startups all the times.
Yeah.
Ahí, no veo. ¿Cuál es tu impresión cuando la miras? What is your feeling with your result when you look at the circle de la rueda? Yeah, probably we do it. Okay, this is important. Which areas are you going to focus right now? For example, in your case, you are okay with the exercise, but the spare time. What can you do? Aquí. How will you work on them? Think about it, please. Now, point by point. Right, I'm going to...
The areas that you think that you have to improve, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching a film on Sunday, a film called Whiplash. I don't know if you've seen the movie.
The jazz.
Yeah, it's a jazz drum player that is very focused. And he's really obsessed about doing what he needs to be doing to be the best one. I didn't like the movie by myself. I didn't like it, but he was really cruel to his girlfriend, the person who really loved her, and say, "Okay, I'm sorry, I have no time for you. This is gonna be it's gonna get worse and worse, very nasty." So I completely cut the relationship because this is gonna be worse. At the end, he was regretting about what he was doing, but he was pretty honest.
Why didn't you like it?
That part I didn't like it. And the other thing is that is really someone that is obsessed in a way of
but it's
not
really,
healthy.
It's really similar to your point of view from psychology for a startup.
Yeah, it is. It is. You cut it off. You say, but okay, here Miriam will say, you don't need to cut it off. You need to improve it. So she said, how are you going to be improving that? And you say, no, I'll take it away. I'll cut it off. So there is no friendship, no relationship. I'm not going out for the next 2 years. I don't know. I have some friends that when they were studying an MBA, they told me, okay, I'm not going to be available for you for the next 2 years. For them, it helped, but I don't think it helped in the long run. Anyhow, it's your decision. Miriam says how you're going to be improving. I could say, you could look at some films and they will say, cut it off.
I'm not the best example about my relationship. I'm not the best example of this. Okay, I said before, if you feel stuck in some of them, we can work then one-to-one because this is for you. Next one, 5 tools. We were discussing like 5 tools about have a goal in your mind. This is more not for your quality of life. This is more for the startup. You need to have a goal, an objective, a result, a target, whatever, in your mind. Otherwise, you're gonna go like dando bandazos. Our unconscious needs to have a target. When you have a target in your unconscious, everything works on it. You need to be focused, but also it's very important that now is not the moment when you can do it or we can do it together later. The objective has to be very, very clear. Otherwise, your unconscious not gonna help you. It means like it has to be the place and the time, the correct words. You don't have to use a negative words in your objective. We can talk.
Realistic and
realistic.
Short periods, no, to check them.
This is very important. If you have you can do the main objectives with your startup, and then we need to have subobjetivos. Y es súper importante el tiempo. Si tú te pones en 6 meses tal, tu cerebro, tu inconsciente ya trabaja para ir a esos 6 meses. Es súper importante.
So
you
recommend to have like points, like deadlines.
Our neurology works like this. Okay. So after, if someone wants to say, oh, this is my objective, or I can help you. Second, when you have your goal, then get down to work. Poneros manos a la obra. O sea, hay que trabajar. All your energy has to be focused in your goal. And if you have this goal, you're not going to have distractions, but it has to be very clarified and tiene que estar muy bien redactado el objetivo, básicamente.
Do I need to do it?
That's okay.
So you don't need to
use our sensory acuity. Es la agudeza sensorial. Okay, we have a goal. We are working. It's not an illusion. We are on it. But then, to get to this goal, the most important is the process. How we can know that we are doing right and that we are working correctly. So we need to have signals. We have to find signals. Sorry, yeah, this is the signal, the light signal. Tenemos que tener señales que nos indiquen que estamos yendo por el camino correcto. For example, we are driving down a motorway. Estamos conduciendo por una autopista, and we know that we can go to that town. No sé, queremos ir a Torremolinos, and we can see a sign that we are realized that we are not driving on the same que no estamos conduciendo hacia la dirección que queremos, ¿no? Básicamente, sí.
Yo quisiera que en este punto lo explicaras en español.
Okay, let's do it in English. I'll try to translate
at the
same
time. En inglés
El ejemplo del coche.
Sí, gracias.
Dale.
Vale, tú vas conduciendo por la autopista con el coche y dices, yo quiero llegar a ese punto, yo quiero llegar a ese pueblo, y ves una señal. Y esa señal ves que te has equivocado. Tienes dos opciones. Una, la ignoro y tiro hacia adelante y ya llegaré. O me lo apunto y digo, ostras, no es este el camino. Entonces, proceso la información, vuelvo a buscar estrategias, recursos que luego veremos para volver a encaminarnos y llegar a nuestro objetivo. ¿Sí? Entonces, es buscar señales que luego ya iréis viendo con los recursos.
¿Usas la intuición para intentar volver?
Buscas
señales.
Sí, señales que te indiquen que por ahí no estás yendo. O sea, seguramente si os ponéis a pensar, pues, a lo mejor, pues, algún compañero que, bueno, en este caso, si tú estás solo, que está fallando en alguna cosa, que este luego lo iréis viendo. Que ahora sí, de primeras.
So, you want me to translate? It was very, you're driving, okay? It's all right? You understood? Yeah, more or less? Okay.
How to find that signal?
That is, you need to listen to your sensory things. Like, okay, things are not going well. So this is like driving, you're going to Valencia, and when you realize you're going to Sevilla, then you see signs. Sometimes you ignore them, and you say, okay, I'll find or whatever. But the best thing is to annotate and put down to see, because that is the only way of seeing the way of going again to the same point. It's like getting lost with your TomTom. It will tell you the route about going, but they have something in your head. This is the way you should be going.
Y es muy importante anotarlo. Por ejemplo, que llamáis a un cliente y todos los clientes os dicen que no. Pues eso apuntarlo, es decir, hay que trabajar en eso.
If you're calling your customers and every one of them they're saying you need to annotate, and because you can continue
and work on it. This is my job.
Cuando tú dices ir de un punto A a un punto B, sobre todo y en el objetivo específico ponerlo en 6 meses, no es solo ir hasta ahí, sino
el
poner
proceso.
atención en el
Es que bueno, eso lo veré al final, que es un poco donde nosotros, bueno, en el proceso. Lo importante es el proceso. Si no hay proceso, no hay objetivo. Si no se disfruta por el camino, no vas a llegar a triunfar. O sea, nosotros no llegamos a ser nadie si no hay un proceso.
So, you got it.
Be flexible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
We are on the same example. You see the sign on your motorway.
Spanish,
sí, español. Que estás en la autopista, estás conduciendo, entonces ves la señal y dices, pues cojo y me bajo del coche y le cojo a la señal y le doy patadas. Uy, perdón. Le doy patadas, me enfado, me enrabio y me cojo al coche, me subo al coche otra vez y digo, bueno, pues vale, consigo. ¿Qué? ¿Eso te haya aportado algo? Bueno, has sacado rabia, pero tampoco, ya no vas al objetivo.
Okay. So be flexible. You see a signal saying, okay, welcome to Seville. What are you going to do? It's like, go get out of the car, smash the sign and say, and you continue like that.
Okay.
This is something you can do it, or...
Eso, llamas a un cliente y te dice que no, y coges y te enfadas con el cliente, y no te enfadas.
Sometimes,
o sea, hay algo que tú como
you talk to a customer and then you say, and you get really angry with the customer. That happened to me. or the press or someone.
Eso apunta de qué está pasando ahí, ¿no?
Yeah, there's something going on. I didn't understand why, when I started into Bolt, and that happened to me, why investor didn't give me the money to invest into you. It's like, and I was really, really angry about that. I couldn't understand. And they were spending a lot of money in doing some other things. So I got angry to them. I got angry. I couldn't, I don't know. So it probably happened to you. And this is ignoring some things. I mean, and that doesn't work. So it's not a good idea to smash the signal that is coming. So you need to be planning about what to do.
Telling it to customer is forbidden.
Yeah, it's forbidden, but most of the people they will tell you. It's like, you have no idea. You don't know. You're silly. I mean, or investors. This is about yeah. I don't know. It happened to you? Does it happen to you? Or?
Yeah, it happened to me for customer.
Too many.
Yeah, talking about communication, all the responsibilities in the emisor, el comunicador.
Yeah.
Okay, or you have another option that you can say, okay, I saw the sign, but I'm going there, and again, no. O sea, no dejar las cosas al azar. O sea, las cosas no están al azar ni a la suerte. O sea, uno está detrás de ese trabajo. And so, be flexible, please. Abrir mente, hay muchas más soluciones que dar patadas o dejar que el coche me lleve y ya llegaré. No porque estamos yendo a un objetivo.
Sorry.
And
I'm trying to adapt to your customers and your investors.
Sí, sobre todo mantenerte muy centrado, muy calmado, parar y decir, vale, ¿qué? O sea, me está pasando esto continuamente, hay algo que está fallando ahí detrás, ¿no? Y está interviniendo en ese proceso.
Okay.
And have the excellent physiology and psychology. What does it mean? Physiology, ¿cómo se pronuncia? Fisiología. Physiology and psychology are connected. For example, you can be, before you get to the, okay, you are going to talk to the investor and you are completely nervous. You don't feel confident and you're like, so work on your mind, because everything happens in your mind and it reflects in your body. Gestures and your attitude and your movements, everything is your unconscious. So the neurons of your investor gonna catch. So, okay, you are nervous and your mind, you start to say, no, I'm relaxed, you can start breathing deep, and eso, haces ver, te empiezas a convencer a ti mismo que estás tranquilo. Empiezas a convencer a tu neurología de que estás tranquilo. Y eso, con el trabajo automáticamente, si lo vas practicando, luego se transmite al cuerpo.
Okay, you need to convince your mind first, and then your body will follow what your mind will say. So you need to be thinking, okay, I'm calm, it's going to be okay. So
okay, if you need to stay 10 minutes in the bathroom or on the bathroom,
or into the bathroom.
No, because there we had problems with it on toilet. So stay there for 10 minutes and start talking to yourself, and I'm okay, I'm going to do this, right? Yeah. So if you feel nervous,
practice and train.
You need to train. You need to practice. Is your mind? Our mind is everything.
Words.
This is
now we will start some.
Okay, words. Our neurology works with some words. They are some examples that they are going to encourage ourselves. Nos van a hacer más fuertes o nos van a volver más débil. Weak.
They're gonna either strengthen you or weak your position. So these are a collection of words. Yeah.
And this is neurology, okay?
So
then you can have
a discussion about it. Yeah.
But this is neurology.
So this is okay. Do you have it in Spanish?
No, ahora que pienso en esto.
Okay.
Ahí vas a pasar ya.
No, they have it in English too, or no?
No, they have it in English.
Okay, I'll translate it. Okay, for you, because they don't have it in. She doesn't have it in English. First is trust in yourself. Second is to try.
Okay, estás ir mirando, you can check which one for you think that they
are important for you,
or
for your communication, for your day.
¿Cuáles son fuertes o cuáles te
Okay,
debilitan?
which one do you think
Hacer
they are
una
strong
lista.
and which one do you think they are weak?
Yeah, you can do 2
you.
columns and then we'll check.
Or not weak, sorry.
Te
Take away your strength. Weaken you.
They don't help to you to get
There
target.
are some that they help and some others that they don't help.
Which one do you think? You can write them down.
Okay, trust, to try, service, luck, opportunity, illusion, difficult, problem, mission, failure, passion, challenge, complicated, investment.
Which view to see? I mean, in a relationship or in the setup?
No.
No, for your neurology, what do you think that for your whole body?
For everything.
If you want to get somewhere, or you want to get something, or even in a relationship, what?
Okay.
Yes?
Entonces, no es solo para la charla con el inversor, es para todo.
Esto es en general, esto es algo que tú, si tú dices tal palabra, esto te va a debilitar, ¿vale?
So
Yeah.
if you're talking about these words, some of them they will weaken you, and some others they will strengthen you.
And they are
And
signs.
that's psychology. It's nothing related to interpretation.
Sí, ahora veremos cuáles son las. Con una de ellas. Por ejemplo, fracaso. Si tú esto, por ejemplo, son señales de las que estábamos hablando, las señales cuando vas en la autopista. Si
These
tú
are
notas,
signals that we were talking when you were on the highway.
if you are talking to yourself and saying in your mind all the time that he fracasado, apúntalo y di por qué me estoy siempre diciendo fracasado, porque eso te va a anular, te va a anular los recursos y te va a anular.
Yeah. What she's saying is, if you're using these words with yourself in your day life, there are some words that they will weaken you. Okay. Because you're saying all the time, and this is not about entrepreneurship. This is about neurology. You call it. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is something that you're putting all the time. Okay. So the words, these were the green ones were the ones that help you, and the red ones are the ones that you should avoid. Okay.
There's something.
Okay, I will translate.
I need to disagree about the fracaso.
Yeah, we can disagree.
No, hombre, todas no.
Okay.
Fracaso.
Sorry.
Te lo voy a decir en español.
Okay, the bad words. I will translate the bad words for you. To try, difficult, luck is a bad one. Problem, failure, challenge, and complicated. So if you're saying this, that is going to be weakening you into your day-to-day. That's right?
Yeah.
Okay. You may not agree.
I like this.
and the one that I disagree the most is about reto, that is challenge.
Very half, but it has a meaning.
Yeah. For me, best things that happen in my life are related to a challenge. That either people challenge me or I challenge myself saying, I will not be able to do it, or something like that. I don't know for you. So I disagree with them. But she says that if I say all the time that this is a challenge for me, it's going to be weakening me a lot. Do you agree?
For example, yo si te vengo a ti y te digo, te reto, o sea, si alguna cosa te viene te reto, tú ya te pones así, ¿no? O sea, el reto está bien usar la palabra reto, pero no siempre. O sea, el reto, por ejemplo, lo que decía, tú tengo que hacer un maratón o voy a hacer el triatlón, es un reto, pero lo que no pasa es que la vida entera sea un reto.
Okay.
Porque
I'll translate it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
her vision is that a challenge could be okay if it's short term, short side. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the World Championship and I want to be in the 10. Okay, that will be okay. But if you cannot continue that forever on a challenge, because that will weaken you. So Okay, it's okay for you to go on a marathon. I want to run a marathon, but you cannot be your whole life into a marathon.
Or with people. I mean, for example, you like this girl, and this is my challenge, and you go, whoa.
Close the deal, close the deal.
And then when you got it, that's it.
Sí, claro, es que es eso, cuando ya lo has conseguido dices, ay, ahora otro reto. Porque claro, como ya vives con un reto, quieres un reto, luego quieres otro reto. Eso es a lo que yo me refiero. Y que te olvidas del resto de tu vida, porque toda tu vida es un reto. Entonces, lo digo, te pones el traje de guerrero, ¿no? Y vas siempre con el traje de
Okay, we need to translate into that. Yeah. So we're coming into psychology. So almost every one of us, I think we are challenging all the time. This girl, and but that is not good for you on the long term. I mean, life is so complicated to be on a challenge every day. So you put on some sort of a suit of a warrior, and you're a warrior all your life, and that shouldn't be that. It is okay to have some challenges sometimes, but not your whole life.
Are you translating my words or now?
Or
do you believe in it now right now?
I don't believe it.
No.
I start to believe it. Okay, I start to believe it. I'm
My
coming
challenge
into that.
is so...
I think it was,
Y decía, yo tengo un reto con él, que como ya sí vencí. No, ya. Okay. And luck.
luck.
Suerte.
We were talking about luck also.
La
Usually is a good one.
It's not good luck. Porque si tú dices suerte.
No, that is a good word for you. It's a word that gives you power.
Which one?
Luck.
No.
Okay, and she believes no. I mean,
no, porque la suerte, luck is outside of you. It's not your.
It's not depending on you.
Sí, si vosotros llegáis a ese objetivo, no, si conseguís tener vuestra startup, no es por suerte, es porque os la habéis currado.
Yeah.
Está en vosotros, las herramientas son vuestras.
Yeah.
No es la suerte. Porque.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The psychological, when you talk about the psychological, you talk about the archetypal people. Example, your character and your archetypal people, this might not impact on you, but there will be something different of the negative in you. But you cannot talk in the very general that everybody thinking as such, this one, because we may be different, you may be different.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that comes from the neurology point of view. So this is not me.
But this is neuroscience.
This is neuroscience. Sorry.
Esto es neuro.
For us, it's a good one. Because every day is a challenge. Because usually in your relationship, in your setup, or every day.
Yeah, that is what she says. But the way you express, life is a challenge. But you cannot be all your time, and this is what Miriam says. I don't fully agree.
It depends on how you go.
Yeah, but the way you say it, the way you put it in words and everything, the psychology is not helping you, and that is what Miriam says. This is not her point of view. This is a psychology point of view.
Neurociencia.
On neuroscience.
Esto es otra cosa, no es psicología.
Okay, this is neuroscience. Using those words during your life continuously is not going to be helping you. That is what she says. I was saying when I was in the World Championship, okay, I was number 5 at the end, okay, and I would say to everybody, no, it was luck, it was luck, it was luck. If I look at the 4 people that were in front of me, they were world champions all over. So people would say, no, it should be something, but I was saying all the time it was luck. And to be honest, that didn't help me, myself, my ego, my everything, my self-esteem and everything. So she's probably right into the luck thing. You should put not that into the equation, because if it's out of your control, you shouldn't put it into your words. Or?
No,
does it make sense?
You win the world champion, you might not be here. You will be doing in the world champion, continue.
Yeah, well, okay. My challenge was to be on the top 10, and I got on the top 5, so I was extremely satisfied. And then decided to myself I could be in Hawaii, spending my life under a palm tree and teaching kite surfing lessons my whole life, but I didn't want that. I didn't think that was my challenge. I didn't want to continue with that. Okay, someone told me you need to be doing something. You need to come back, and you're not able to do it. So I said, yeah, I will be able to work for a big firm, earn a lot of money, and then suddenly you will feel, okay, this I don't like it. So I was looking for another challenge. But she says that is not good for me in my life. To move in challenges all the time.
Can you, because you were mentioning before about having a target.
Yeah.
And now you're saying, okay, challenges are bad. So you're saying on one hand that you need to have a target all the time. But
this is target, and this is
this is challenge.
They are completely.
What's the difference for you between a target and a challenge?
A target is something that you want to get, or you want to arrive or
achieve.
Sí, achieve, sí, eso es un vocabulario. Y challenge es como una condición que tú te pones, como una actitud que tienes que tomar para llegar ahí.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's very good in saying that this is the warrior suit that you need to wear on. When you're on challenge, you need to wear on something. When you're
Pero es que ahí
you don't need
cómo
to
tú ves la vida, es que ahí está
your
point of view of your life. O sea, hay personas que necesitan que su vida sea muy intensa, necesitan que la estén siempre todo sí, un esfuerzo, pero porque a lo mejor han tenido un pasado cuando han sido niños o han tenido unos padres en los que les han enseñado que la vida, o sea, las cosas no llegan porque sí, las cosas tienes que esforzarte. O sea, ahí tendríamos que ver, por ejemplo, en caso de estas personas, qué hay en su vida en la que un objetivo equivale a un reto. ¿Por qué? ¿No? Entonces,
okay, I need to stop here and translate. Yeah, I need to stop and translate. She's talking about there are some people also, you're surrounded by people that since they were child, I mean, they were taught that you need to be on challenge every day. It's like, and this is everything that comes to you is because you've been putting a lot of effort into that. And she says that that is somehow something that we need to look back into your childhood. Life doesn't have to be that way. A target doesn't have to be a challenge, and doesn't have to be equal into that. So those people that they are on challenge all the time, there is something bad into your life. Okay. You may agree, not agree, disagree. Oh, this is fun.
I have a question.
Okay.
Why trying is not so good from neuroscience point of view? Because a way I try to transmit to my workers now and in the past in my life is much better to try, but I can accept failures, but not trying.
Not trying. Okay.
Yes.
Another word.
It's meaning. This depends on the meaning of trying. For example, I here and I say hi, it's Miriam, and I'm here just to try. Intento que entendáis lo que yo voy a explicar. So, el intentar significa como que no voy a por ello, como que bueno, voy a probar, voy a intentar. Está claro que hay que intentar.
Okay, translation. Okay, it's better to say.
I'm going.
In the case of Bolt, I'm gonna try to do an ecosystem of the startups here in Malaga. No, I'm doing an ecosystem of the startups. So don't put the word trying. I'm trying to set up a startup. No, you're setting up a startup.
When you say
so don't
try,
use the word try because that has a subconscious thing negative for you.
When you say try, tus neuronas,
your neurons
are, and when you say try, they're going, okay?
Yeah, it's not optimizing your acts.
No. There's a lot of songs and you have to try and try. Okay, this is ser persistente.
This is about being persistent.
Pero no intentar, porque cuando intentas significa que no consigues. Es yo voy a por eso y voy para allá.
Okay, I can give you also an example about one of the companies that it was here. It was in a startup competition in Seville the other day in Instituto de Empresa, and they won. Okay, the company is called Telemibody. You probably know them. They are doing like the bodies for the babies and everything, and they have like a heart that is measuring the temperature. The guy was really good in the elevator pitch and everything. The only problem is that he said from the beginning, okay, this is not going to be harming your baby. Like, what? It's like, no, he's using a sensor that is clinically tested, is the one that is, but he was using the word harming. It's not going to be harming. Don't do it. Don't put that word. Because you're putting that word in someone's mind and he's going to be thinking, oh, maybe this is going to be harming mine. Okay?
No.
Does it make sense with these words?
Yeah.
So clear, and it's not only
And
for people in front of you, it's for you
of your
itself.
pros. O sea, lo que estábamos hablando de las señales, de your la agudeza sensorial, analizar qué palabras os decís a vosotros mismos cuando habláis con vosotros.
Okay.
¿Vale? Entonces ahí también lo detectaréis.
Yeah, when you're talking to yourself, you need to be reading and looking at the words you're saying to yourself. If you're saying the word trying and everything.
Or, sí.
Big signal, yeah.
I would like to talk about the failure words.
Yeah.
You know, because in the American way of thinking, you know, it's the lean startup philosophy. You know, I think it's all about, you know, dealing with failure. You know, it's like startups are big risks. You know, it's really difficult to get to the target and be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like dealing with failure is something that we really have to be comfortable with. You know.
Yeah. Here there's a lot of controversy. I mean, I'm going for the most extreme one. I think failure sucks.
Yeah.
And I want to demystify. A lot of people say, yeah, if you've been doing 6-7 startups and you've been failing in everyone, you're going to be doing right on the 8th. I'll say this is, from my point of view, I don't believe it. Sorry, I don't believe it. I think that is bad.
It's true that the American way of thinking, you know, it's all about that, you know, like taking big risks and dealing with failure, learning from failure. You know, it's like a word they say, you know, it's not a word we should avoid all the time, but live with it. You know?
Yeah, they say it's okay. It's good to talk about failure and everything. I don't agree.
But what means failure to you?
Failure for me, for a startup, is that a startup don't continue. It dies. Okay? And to be honest, Bolt is about not allowing you to avoid pitfalls, things that some others have been suffering. So don't do it. So if you have one pitfall, it has to be a new one. Don't do things that they are into the books, or the entrepreneurs that they are here, they've been suffering. And that is what they say, or what we say, sorry. So most of the people say, okay, if you do 2-3 pitfalls, you're gonna die. And that is the problem of a startup. So 2-3, out. People believe that if you fail too many times, you're gonna be successful in the next one. Probably if those are the failures that you were used to, but they are too many. I mean, you're gonna be failing because some others won. So I'm sorry, I don't believe that failure is a plus.
Yeah, it's just
that is my view. Sorry, and probably you could be the other way around. You could say, no, I believe it's good for you.
It's believe one, I believe it's good 1 or 2 times, but 3 or 4, 5, 6 is okay. Something
okay.
Wrong.
Bolt is being like third time asking for money for the government. First one, they say, no, this thing we should be doing. The government should be doing. And we say, okay, it's all right, but you don't do it. Why didn't you try to create this? I say no. Second one, they say, I don't want to even look at you. You're thinking the same way all the time. And now we are fooling them. We're saying, we're going to be doing something else, that we want the money and we're going to be doing this. To be honest, I I don't think we will get it at the end. Yeah. But I'm feeling, okay, this is not going to be working. So I'm feeling, okay, I'm not going to be asking money any more time to these guys. So failure, to be persistent is not the same as failing all the time.
I'm talking more about, how you look at the failure, it's like try to learn from those experiences, because in life you're going to be successful in some things and failing in some others, and then take it from the positive side of it, For me, it's difficult.
That's the point. That's the only point, because not continuous trying or continuously failing.
Yes, to learn from that.
Or pushing above that.
Solo, yo creo que el punto no es cómo reaccionas al fracaso, porque el fracaso va a estar en una o en otra manera. Las palabras que dice Miriam es que crean un patrón de conducta.
Eso es.
Ese es el detalle. O sea, que tengas una palabra negativa, un reto que resultó en fracaso. Eso no está mal, o sea, pasa. Pero que tú crees un patrón de conducta a partir de repetirte esas palabras, ese es el detalle.
Okay, I'll try to explain that in English. I'll try. So what Claudia says, we're not talking about failing or being successful in something that will happen in your life. She's making the point that it comes from Miriam, and she's saying, okay, if you repeat the word being on a challenge, that creates a pattern into your mind that is not going to be helping. It's going to take a lot of energy out of you. So look.
Or everything is luck. Is the luck.
I was lucky to be here.
Lucky. Yeah.
Of course, I was lucky to be here because my mother and my father, they met and they but I'm not reproducing that all the time. Yeah, sorry. Agree, disagree?
I agree, but I think another part to it too is that they want people to be persistent, so that if they fail the first time, that they continue to try again, just for the hope that the next time they'll be successful. I agree with you. I mean, this is about persistence, and we say from the beginning, you end up relationships, and you continue with that. I mean, you are again and again and again and again, because when you are into the startup mode, it's like a venom that is into your veins, and you're going to be saying, I'm not going to be working for anybody. I want to start my own company and everything. Okay, it's all right. It's all right to be persistent, to say, okay, I'm going to try. I don't know how many relationships I have so far in my life, probably about 20, but I'm trying on again and again. I mean, that doesn't discourage me from doing. But I don't look at the ones that they've been doing bad. I mean, sometimes you can learn some things, but I'm not digging into that. I'm not using all the time that failure thing with me. Otherwise, it will take that strength. Does it make sense? Or probably no.
The former president of India says that fail means first attempt in learning, and no means next opportunity. So when someone
means
next opportunity.
I like that.
When someone tells you no, that means next opportunity. Okay, so get your next lead, call your next lead, and close the fucking deal.
One thing that I like, I think doing startups is the same thing as learning anything from scratch. Surfing. If you're lucky and your parents, you were in a beach and you will be able to do surfing from the beginning, it's all right. I mean, you can learn how to surf very quickly, and you're going to be failing all the times, like falling and everything. But you're flexible. You can adapt. I don't think you have many attempts to be successful into startups, and that is my belief. One of the startups we have here, the entrepreneur is over 50 years old. I've tried. There's no way I'm going to try to change his ways of doing things. He can tell me, I've started 10 companies so far, and you're going to be telling me now how to do it and everything. It's like, no, there is no way. By no means I'm going to be good in surfing at all. I know. I've been drinking so much water. I know I'm really bad into that. But what I tell you is like,
You need to be really, really focused in trying to do it good from the beginning. For me, failure sucks in every sense. In every sense.
But you have to accept it.
Sorry?
That failure becoming a beautiful story.
That?
That failure story
Yeah.
become a beautiful. If you are fail now and fail in the future, this story will never tell.
Yeah. What I say is fail fast. You listen to the signals and you say, okay, this is going nowhere. Okay, my first failure, the company Bolt, before that, it was called Inventure. It was my best friend, and it was there. And we put a lot of money and put everything. Okay, I have the documents that we have closed that company 3 years later. But my friend was saying after 3 months, I'm not going with that. I don't believe this is going, and we need to go into that direction, but this is going to be happening in 2 years. We need to freeze all the... I say, what? So I'm more upset about him for not trying. Okay, I don't want you to be upset for not trying, and I'm feeling you. Some of you guys, you will never launch a beta. You're talking all the time. I'm going to be doing, but you don't do anything. Yeah, and I'm worried that you're going to be feeling bad because you don't try. And you argue, you have a lot of things. It's like, no, I want this to be perfect. Come on, try. No?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Sorry. Yeah, I changed my shirt once, so I have no other clothes. I'm going to be bar naked.
Okay, next part. Resources.
Yes, resources.
Resources. Hay otra fila. Bueno.
Yeah, and take another one.
Okay, recursos, resources. They are, all of them are in our mind, in our body. They are our resources. So what helps you achieve your goal? What resources do you require? Okay, I'm gonna ask you now to find something that you already do well. For example, it's not true, but I'm the best one making cakes. It's not true. So here, when I'm doing cakes, or I'm making cakes, I'm using some of these resources. For example, passion, curiosity, and desire. Okay? Here you have to recognize which resources you are using when you are doing something right. And when you detect them, you can use it in other time. O sea, es que en inglés me cuesta que no veas. A ver, esto consiste en que en algo que ya hacéis bien, o sea, poneros a pensar algo que ya hacéis bien y buscar qué recursos vosotros ya usáis. Y luego iros a esa parte que a lo mejor os encontráis enganchados con la startup o lo que sea y usar esos recursos que vosotros propios ya tenéis y aplicarlos. Es conocer, es muy importante poner sentido del humor, tener esa sensación de seguridad o satisfacción, detectar cuáles son los que tenéis. Y entonces, cuando os encontréis en algún momento bloqueados, iros a esa situación, yo que sé, cerrar los ojos y decir, vale, yo monto en bici súper bien, ¿qué es lo que hago cuando yo monto en bici? Pues esto, pim, 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 y intentar traeroslo, ¿no? Okay. Es lo que digo yo de la mente, manipularla para que
okay, try to translate. Things that you do really well, you master, or you feel you're really good at, try to detect the keywords that you're using, and those are some of the keywords. So take those, annotate those, and try to bring that to your startup mode, because you're good into that already.
Okay. Esto ya luego ya lo pasáis y os lo miráis.
No.
No?
Yes. No, it doesn't make sense. For example, okay, I could say I'm really good in kite surfing. I'm really good. And when I'm doing kite surfing, I'm really good. I'm passionate. I'm driven. I'm really perseverant. I'm trying new things all the time. I'm happy, and all those things. I need to annotate those and try to bring that into my startup mode, because I'm for me, those are resources that I'm using when I'm really good. So I can bring that into my startup. Yeah. No. I need to.
Okay, and tips for reducing neurologic stress. For example, here Rafa,
We have a lot of discussion about this.
we
Yeah.
agree.
But finally, I think we have agreed.
Yeah, because es que detrás como hay otra, ¿sabes? No es tan... Esto, para actuar olvida el resultado, céntrate en el proceso, es lo que estábamos hablando. Si no hay proceso, no hay resultado. O sea, si nosotros simplemente vivimos pensando en... Es un poco lo que estábamos hablando, lo que él ha estado comentando, ¿no? Si solo te vas a centrar en que vas a conseguir tener una casa, que vas a tener flexibilidad horaria y tal, te vas a olvidar del proceso, te vas a olvidar de todo lo que hay por el camino. Para triunfar, to succeed, olvida triunfar, céntrate en disfrutar. Si nos obsesionamos, esa palabra también es muy... Si nos obsesionamos en triunfar, vamos a olvidar de disfrutar lo máximo que se pueda en llevar hacia adelante una startup. Al fin y al cabo tenemos pasión, ¿no? Es pasión por llevar hacia adelante, creemos en nuestra startup, creemos en esa idea. Disfrútalo en lo que puedas y el triunfo llegará solo. O sea, puedes fallar por el camino, estás solo, pero inténtalo disfrutar. Y para ganar dinero, olvida el dinero, céntrate en servir. ¿Qué significa servir? Nosotros trabajamos para alguien o nuestro servicio, nuestra empresa va a estar enfocada a un público, a personitas. Esas personas son las que te van a luego pagar, ¿no? Son las que te van a dar el dinero. Entonces, intenta servir a esas personas. El cliente es lo más importante, aunque él dice que no lo cree así, ¿no? Si ellos no están, nosotros tampoco existimos. Eso es igual que un cantante de música o un grupo. Si tú no tienes fans, si no tienes seguidores, no vas a llenar los estadios en tus conciertos, ni vas a vender discos, ni incluso te van a piratear. Lo importante es llegar a las máximas personas posibles y el dinero te vendrá solo. Una persona que solo piensa en el resultado, en triunfar y en ganar dinero, se va a dar de morros y no va a conseguir llegar. Es súper importante.
These 3 points, are really linked with the feel the pain when you are processing.
I don't agree with some of them, so I'm not going to argue.
No one of them?
With some of them, but it's all right. It's all right.
Okay, this is the...
Talking to investors.
Yeah.
Finally.
Venga. Él es de los retos, él es de... Este es como de tu escuela.
Okay.
Okay, verbal communication. Empezamos, we are with investors. The most important is how you talk to them. Okay, what is important, el contenido de lo que se dice es importante, pero el cómo es básico. Neurológicamente es lo que llega. O sea, en inglés ya...
You can do it.
How we ¿cómo transmitimos?
It's a challenge. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, no, it's a challenge. But if I don't have the vocabulary, it's complicated. Okay, how we talk is so important. It's not the same when we are talking like this than we are talking with our hands or with passion for your product. You have to talk with passion. For example, in Malaga Maker, we have lots of passion.
But you fake it.
Why?
I think you fake it.
In what sense?
In my point of view, I didn't fully believe in what you said because your body language didn't show exactly what you were feeling. So it was a mismatch between
what you were saying. That was great, and the way you, but I didn't feel the passion. I smelled some dirty thing of this is somehow faking. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm honest.
Porque
now.
por poco de triunfar, ¿no?
I'm sorry.
En-
Did you also feel it?
Bueno, por ejemplo.
Yeah, I don't want to be by myself. I mean, it's
No,
all
me,
right.
I think the same.
Yeah, but people in America
You are very
didn't
passionate.
agree with you.
No, they
We
think it was the best pitch. It doesn't matter. So he got a lot of, but there was something saying that it was not really, and this is, I don't know. It's
I got
difficult
you,
for
I
me
got
to explain that.
In-
My body,
yeah.
my subconscious was saying, okay, he doesn't believe in what he's saying.
I was nervous.
Yeah, no, it's not about nervous. It's
No, it's
something
more
else.
about, por ejemplo, to succeed, to triunfar. Es más esa parte, ¿no? El quiero triunfar. Y sí que te sale el discurso pasional, pero hay una parte que es lo que dice que es un poco más superficial.
Que
¿no?
no era creíble, que lo hace
Sí,
que no
que
era
no
creíble.
llega, que es lo que digo, es el contenido.
Pero
es
eso
los
lo
rights,
vimos
el
nosotros
power.
porque le conocemos y sabemos lo que él vende, pero la gente que no le conocía sí.
No idea. I was sensing that, but it doesn't need to be true. I mean, that was, I didn't buy it at the end, so I don't buy it. It's all right. You were doing great.
It's a feedback.
And
Take
it's not-
it's for you.
Thanks,
And-
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not about, there is no chemistry between you and I. I do believe you're an asshole. You know,
No.
sometimes you got the feeling about the people, and you cannot change it. I mean, it's not about that. It's okay.
It's okay, I appreciate it.
So it's about be natural, or
Yeah.
I have no idea what is it.
Yeah, be natural. And when you are unique, tone of voice moderate to low, meaning talking to
I don't agree with that. Talk loud.
but loud.
Loud. What do you think from the American point of view?
Yeah, I think talking loud is important in how you.
Yeah.
But this is not, but we are talking about the volume or the tone, but it's not with passion. You can talk slowly and with low, and you can transmit this feeling. It's not about the volume of your voice or the tone. Yeah. Okay. And speak slow and clear. It's like that. And also in this world, we probably or you are talking in another language that is not your mother tongue. So some words they can be wrong or the other person can't understand, and so speak clearly and calm. Yeah.
But continuously.
No.
No?
Use the
Say
silence.
breathe. You have to breathe.
Use the silences. I think.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we're talking about the 2 minutes elevator pitch, you have time. I mean, breathing for 2 seconds, not saying anything. You have these
They-
2 seconds.
Investors have to proceed your information. If you are giving lots of information, they can worse and they disconnect and say, "Oh my God, he's talking about so many things." But okay.
You increase your possibility to be wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Non-verbal communication, the posture. I mean, we can stay like this, or we have to be relaxed, and
Okay.
we are gonna.
The investors next week, they're going to be sitting like here. This is why we changed a little bit the environment. We didn't want them to sit unstable or anything. So we felt it's probably better to be this. We're going to have a lot of investors, and I don't think investors, they will go through the video, but some of them, they could be a little bit like nasty or open like that, or doing things.
Yeah.
You need to do, I don't think you're going to be talking about rapport, right?
No, I'm
it's
not
not
gonna
going to be
talk
talking
about
about rapport, but she's going to be
More
talking
the
about the
way that
posture
they can
and
feel,
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you're going to be getting from them.
Hay un recurso, no sé si conoces TED Talks.
TED Talks,
TED Talks.
No.
La segunda charla más vista habla sobre neurociencia y la postura.
Sí.
Y cómo generar confianza. Bueno, yo no soy la mejor oradora, pero sí que esa confianza que tú dices que hay que transmitir de fisiología a la mente.
De la psicología a la
De
fisiología.
a la fisiología, la explica muy bien según un estudio de investigación. Entonces, yo sugiero
Okay.
que la vean.
¿Cómo se
This is
llama?
a suggestion. It's a TED Talk, and it's the second most viewed, and it's talking about neurology. That's right. And the way you do things, the way the posture and everything is how important is it?
Very useful.
So this is a resource for you guys.
TED Talk.
That's
Tech Talks, yeah.
So last like
Yeah, we'll send it to you guys.
Okay, eye contact, maintain your eye contact with your investor. Gesture with hands and arms. Talk with your both hands. It means that you are more implicated. Yeah. Your hands must be in this higher.
Yeah.
Higher, because when we talk here is what? Okay. No. Here. And
Yeah, I remember Pilo Martin. He said all the time, if you don't know what to do with your hand, you stay like that. It sounds like it. You're close to action.
because we are talking directly with the unconscious of the investor's mind.
You're not. Yeah.
Yeah. Facial expression, smile. Smile,
No matter what.
relax. I always say the same. Go to the bathroom inside or go outside, breathe, and yeah. And if you like a color, for example, this also helps if Succeed has a color. For example, purple or green, and think that all your body is green. This is neurology, okay? Probably it's like a silly thing, but we work like this.
Pero el video se llama Your Body Language Shapes Who You Are.
Okay.
And yeah, body position. You can stay.
I'm sure they're going to be standing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Don't be angry. Okay, this is great. This is something-
Procesamiento de la información a través de los ojos. We have in Spanish and then in English. Do you
have it
know
translated?
about it? Yes, in the second one.
Okay.
¿Habéis escuchado? Have you? This is NLP. Okay. Our eyes have so many movements, and they can give us some information about what the investor could be thinking. Okay. What it means when we are looking up to the right is that we are constructing something image. In that case, is image. Here is what I'm listening. So
and in the future, right?
future,
That means future.
future, okay, future and past, okay. Image, imágenes,
Yeah.
auditivo, what I'm listening, and here is what I'm feeling,
Yeah, the feelings.
feelings, and diálogo interno. And we are talking
Internal
with-
dialogue. That you.
Yeah. Esto es súper importante.
Birdman, no? Birdman. What is
Yeah,
coming from
yeah.
your mind, to your mind?
Yeah. ¿Está hablando de la película? Are you talking about the film?
No,
No.
I'm talking about
Ah,
the rule of the ideas. It's coming internal dialogue.
Yes. So,
So look at the eyes of the person you have in front because it's telling you a lot of things.
okay, if you are talking with the investor and he's looking, you are talking and he's looking to
His right.
right
Up.
up, it's because something that you are explaining, he's controlling, is
Okay.
creating something
In the future.
in the future with you. Okay.
So that's good. But if he's looking at the upper,
It's because something
Left.
that you said when he, no sé, lo ha llevado al pasado, no sé, pero
he's
es,
looking into the past, into the
okay, it's like this.
And it's not possible, of course, for
No.
investors.
I mean,
If you're asking for money for the future, I think it's important that he looks into the future with you, right? Or,
and for you, in case that you, ¿cómo se blank, la mente se te queda blanco,
if your mind is blank,
it's blank.
if you don't know how to continue,
go to the past with
Yeah.
your eyes.
Look.
It helps. It will help you
Yeah.
to get information.
if
Okay,
you put
you-
your eyes at
Well,
the
I'm-
back,
I'm-
it will help you.
Physically, no?
No,
Yeah,
it's-
physically.
Yeah. Look like this or like this or okay,
Okay.
and it will help you. It doesn't mean that it's gonna help you. Okay.
If you don't recall the things, if you look up, that's your.
Okay.
Most of the time, I don't know.
No,
Okay, you are with
no,
your
no
investor.
investor.
What
You are, no?
is going wrong?
Okay, these are signals that things are not going well with your investor.
He's back.
I'm
Yeah,
meaning like that.
but yeah, for example, if you go and you open the door and you can see that the investor is like this, say, okay, he's tired and he don't want to listen to me, but I try. I mean, it's not gonna be because probably when you finished and he doesn't want to o no quiere nada contigo, sorry, I changed, okay. Si ya habéis entrado y lo habéis encontrado así o así, que no os lo toméis muy a personal, decir, lo he hecho mal, vaya mierda. Decir, no, es que él ya no estaba predispuesto. ¿Vale? Un poco relajaros, que no todo
no
lo
puedes
que...
sentirte así porque tú acabas de entrar.
Yeah, yeah.
No tienes...
Yeah, but you could say,
O sea, hay
oh,
una
what about
mesa,
luck or
Si hay
whatever.
un vídeo que no lo encuentro, o estás en una mesa y ves como un grupo, son los catalanes, ¿vale? Para el tema hablar de la independencia y demás. Y ves el grupo que entran los catalanes, ahí ves al resto, a los otros que están, realmente ni uno está hacia adelante, ya dices, not gonna be a deal there, okay? They don't want to
They are
talk
not
to
flexible.
you, okay? So
first thing, yeah, if he's
and
back,
turn away from you, he's talking like this,
like
I
side,
don't want to-
side, like that is not good for you if you're there. So if he's showing you his sign, it's not good.
Okay, eyes going away, like you are talking and
And he's moving away.
moving
like
to
that.
another way, and downcast, that the eyes are down, and
Not blinking.
not blinking.
That is not good.
Blinking is if you are looking stare to someone, he's not listening to you at all. Okay, because he's not processing the information.
Blinking helps you to process the information. If you have someone in front of you and he's not blinking, he's not listening
listening to you
at all. And actually, if you're talking in different language, people are blinking a lot
Yeah.
because they need to process a lot of information. It's hard for them.
And if you are talking as well and the investor is like this, I mean, that he's looking, it's because he's talking to himself.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't pay attention.
Yeah. More.
Face tight, tense, minimal expressions. The face, you can see that is tense. Right side, it is
If
so.
he's showing you the right
If
side,
he's talking to you and he's showing a bit, just a bit, right side, is because he's controlling himself. He's not. He's making his distance with you. And otherwise, if si enseña la parte derecha, es que está creando distancia contigo.
yeah, he wants to create distance
Vale.
with you. If he's showing the right
right.
face, the right part of the face. If it's with the other one, no.
A minimal expression because he's like blocked. Hands and arms motionless and crossed, close to body. He's not open to you. He don't want to do something with you. Gestures tight, jerky, closed. Los gestos, lo mismo, son gestos pequeños de la cara. No hay expresión, no está abierto para ti. No está, aquí estoy yo para escucharte. If you shake the hand with the handshake with the investor, the first one is not the
That
most important because it's your mind is controlling and you are new. But pay attention to the second handshake. It's gonna give you some information. If the second handshake is weak, limp, or his head is a bit back, he doesn't want anything with you. Okay, the second one. Feel how if he's strong or not. Going well. Okay, I'm here. Okay,
Front position.
in front and for you. Eyes. They're going to the right, to the top or middle. If he's going go and down, he's going up and down like this, it's because he's talking with himself. Probably something that you are saying is being important for him, and he's connected with himself, with the emotions. So it's really good for you if he connects with their feelings. And blinking is what he was saying. He's processing the information, or because you are talking or they are talking in different languages. Face, relax, he's smiling, and he's showing you a little bit or completely the left side. He wants and do something together, or he likes you, at least he likes you. Hands and arm movement, and he talks with the left hand. It means that he's being spontaneous.
Spontaneous?
Yeah, spontaneous. He's talking from the feelings. You'll see now in a video. He's talking up with the right hand. For example, I've been watching a lot of videos or Pablo Iglesias, you know, Pablo Iglesias, and he talks most of the time with the left hand. It means that he's
with the left, or
sorry, it's because I have problem with the left.
Yeah, with
right.
with the right hand.
With the right hand, he controls his speech all the time. So,
yeah, because he's a university teacher, so
yeah,
he's practicing every day.
Yeah, but he needs to be using the left one to show more.
There are a lot of videos that you can compare when he's talking. Sometimes it's just a second, the hands or the gesture, wide, flowing, open, and second handshake. It has to be firm and strong. For example, here you can see like
the king of Spain. Even
he's in front. And what do you think about that guy? We are talking about unconscious. I mean, it's not probably.
But he's not so interesting in the other person.
He has
Look, his hands.
the hands in the
The hand like, okay.
The is so much, too much relaxed.
Look, the position of the head is front, and this is
back.
But he's smiling, and he apparently, and look the body, and here for you, I'm shaking your hand, and front to you, and this is open. I want to run away. I run away. Yeah, and something, I don't know, yes. Okay, relax. This is the program for the Televisión Española.
Spanish television.
With investors. This is when the investor is
this
relaxed.
Is like Dragon's Den.
In UK,
you know,
it's Dragon.
It's about investors investing in startups, and there is a TV program. Oh, the US, yeah.
The other one, is he drinking wine?
Yeah, because the
startup is
about
wine. So.
And this is the no.
So
this is
relaxed.
and you can see that here. Pay attention here. Here he's relaxed because he's talking about he said something. The lady said something about the wine, and he connected with himself and their own life. So he talks with the left hand. Yeah, you can see his face and everything. No, ese es el otro.
Ah, no.
No, este no es el.
No voy a entrar en el negocio porque
Cambia.
es peligroso, porque creo.
Relax. Ya lo ves.
El vino que da no tiene nada que ver,
Mira.
porque la climatología y el suelo está en nuestra zona.
A todo el mundo le divierte hacer vino, etcétera. Entonces es un mercado muy difícil. La experiencia que yo tengo con mis amigos es que es
¿Lo ves?
relativamente fácil hacer vino,
Está como con la
relativamente fácil hacer
izquierda.
una marca bonita,
Look at
lo
the right.
difícil es venderla. Esa es la parte mala. Hay algunas partes buenas. Lo primero es que es un vino original, es distinto. Y tengo que decir, antes de memorarse todo, que está bueno. Entonces, ese es el activo que tenéis. El pasivo es el mercado tan difícil en el que pretendéis abriros vuestra ventanita.
Es que es muy sutil, todo es muy sutil.
very
Eso hay que,
subtle, yeah.
esto poneros vídeos y ir observando. O sea, cuando él está hablando, gira hacia la izquierda normalmente y su tono de voz, y él está girando y muestra, y la mano izquierda avanza muchísimo. Eso es que está espontáneo, está relajado, ya algo ha conectado con él mismo.
Ha hecho una broma incluso.
Sí, ha hecho una broma, ahí ha dicho, aquí hay algo que me está gustando. Y ahora veréis el cambio. Ahí cuando dice original, gira la cara. Eso significa que para él eso a
No
nivel...
es.
No, que sí, o sea, que eso le gusta, cree que ahí es donde está la fuerza del vino, en que es original, para él es lo que le da el control, no es que le haya tocado en la mente, o sea. Y ahora el siguiente, ya veréis cómo cambia su voz, su postura, y muestra más la parte derecha.
El vino que da no tiene nada
¿Cómo
que ver,
está así?
porque la climatología y el suelo está...
Bueno, si lo quieren volver a ver.
A todo el mundo le divierta hacer vino, etc. Por eso es un mercado muy difícil. La experiencia que yo tengo con mis amigos es
Está como la
es
que la
relativamente
izquierda
fácil
está...
hacer vino, relativamente fácil hacer una marca bonita. Lo
Sí,
difícil es venderlo.
ya, porque-
Esa es la parte mala. Hay algunas partes buenas. Lo primero es que es un vino original, es distinto. Y tengo que decir, antes de memorarse el todo, que está bueno. Entonces, ese es el activo que tenéis. El pasivo es el mercado tan difícil en el que pretendéis abrir vuestra ventanita.
Okay, so that was the next one.
Es todo muy sutil, de verdad, pero es practicar. Porque como es a nivel de inconsciente. Y aquí ya está, mira su cara, ya es de...
I'm going to fuck you.
No voy a entrar en el negocio porque creo que es peligroso, porque creo que...
He's saying that
No está así.
he's not going to be investing.
No, pero después sí, ¿eh?
Okay.
Pero ahí es bueno porque dice...
Oh, sorry.
Ah, no, este es el otro. Desde el last one, tío, de uno.
No voy a entrar en el negocio porque creo que es peligroso, porque creo que es muy difícil de vender, aunque tiene posibilidades, pero no me importa ser agricultor.
Ahí, el
Yo
agricultor,
compro
bueno,
una finca, la que vosotros me digáis, la que identifiquéis por 300.000 euros y cerramos un acuerdo a los próximos 10-15 años en que os vendo la uva y vosotros hacéis el vino. Yo me sumo a tu programa.
está a la derecha ahora.
Sí, me
Está
dejas.
pegado a la derecha.
Pero si además de tener la finca, entre los dos nos quedamos con el 30% de la bodega. Porque yo creo que el terreno ese vale mucho en la medida que tú le transmites lo que sabes para que ese vino se convierta en un reto de tu.
El dinero que os pedíamos era para,
Este le ve los ojos como procesa la información.
para la bodega también, porque ahora estamos en una nave alquilada. O sea.
La propuesta de Gonzalo es más que sorprendente. Quiere comprar las tierras para venderles la uva. El problema es que Javier sí quiere un porcentaje de la empresa.
Este está hablando con el
Gonzalo
mismo.
no va a tener más remedio que matizar su oferta.
Este se está relajando.
Invertimos en el proyecto 300.000.
Lo ves derecha
Compramos una finca
totalmente,
de
el cuerpo, la mano.
225.000, que es propiedad 50% de Javier y mía. Y los otros 75.000 es una inyección de capital que va a la bodega por 30.000, por el 30%.
Okay.
Ellos, sin embargo, no están parpadeando ahora, porque no están procesando lo que dicen por los nervios.
¿Cuándo?
Ellos no están
Ellos dos.
parpadeando, ellos no están escuchando lo que le están diciendo.
Bueno, ellos
O
no me
no lo
fío.
están entendiendo.
Estamos hablando de los dos de las tortas. Okay. So I'm trying to explain a little bit.
Pobre.
There were two investors there, okay? The first one was saying, I'm not going to be invested into your wine cellar. It's about wine cellar. Okay? They want to set up a wine cellar. They say, it's all right, but I don't feel it. But what I want to do is buy the land for you. I'll buy the land, I'll sell you the grapes, and you will do the wine. And I will get 30% of the wine thing. So he do a counter offer, and he wanted to manage to control completely that. And that was what I think what you were saying, that he's controlling all the time, the right side.
Pero es que el cuerpo, ¿no? Estaba todo así. Eso quiere decir que está ahí. Está controlando. Y cuando el otro le hace la contraoferta, ¿habéis visto cómo está hoy con los ojos? Porque está trabajándolo. ¿Sí?
Yeah.
Differences between.
Yeah, that's right. I'm confused. Which one is the good one or which one?
No.
Yeah.
What it means that if he's using his right hand, or like you can see in the video that side, that he's controlling, he's thinking, he's making a deal, And for example, there's it's really good when he's talking and he said, creo que quiero ser el agricultor o algo así,
Yeah.
gira y hace, pim, agricultor. Y digo, eso le ha tocado.
Mhm.
This is the emotional
Part.
part.
The left one is the emotional part.
Is when
So
you
he was
said-
saying, okay, I want to become an agricultor, so I'll buy the
Yeah,
land for
and
you
the-
and then become an
Yeah.
agricultor. So I'll do things.
And you say, okay, ahí, you can say, okay, ahí le he dado. Y ahí puedes cambiar un poco a lo mejor tu discurso y decir, voy a llegarle algo por la agricultura o el...
Yeah.
¿Sabes? Es...
Okay, I'll try to translate. It is a way of showing the signals, and then you can change also your message to them. So she was saying, in the beginning, he say, okay, I can buy a plot, I can buy a land for you, and then I can become an agriculture. And then when showing you the left,
it's like, okay.
so he's saying, he's touching and I'm doing things. So then you can go and target that, because that was pretty honest. That was not controlling.
And
your
could
part.
he after make do a question or not? Esto ya es yo.
Yeah.
Por ejemplo, yo like a startup, when I'm
Yeah.
an investor, if I see that he showed me in that moment,
Yeah,
I
of
say,
course.
okay, when you were a child, did you podría? ¿Se podría?
Yeah,
¿Sí?
always.
So go
You
there.
can interact.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tengo una sugerencia.
Yeah.
Que hagamos un análisis de estas charlas de negociación con Miriam en otra charla, por
Yeah,
favor.
not that.
Sí, bueno, vamos a hacer tenemos un plan.
We had a plan, but there is no time today. I mean, we are over.
No, pero lo de que yo voy a observar y hacerlo más.
Yeah, there's a plan for you guys. Next week there will be a lot of investors here.
Sorry,
No
quería
entran en
pasar.
el negocio porque creo que
You could say it.
No, que quería pasar a la siguiente y aquí ya se acaba.
Okay, I'll do it.
De no hagáis esto, please.
Don't get the investor angry. So don't do this.
Please, if you don't know, say no. No, we didn't
Okay,
try it.
I'll do it.
This is in UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know when somebody is lying or is thinking in future? How do you do this thing? It's too perfectly because when you are lying, I think you are looking on the right side.
Yeah.
Because lo estás construyendo. Because if someone come out, where did you go yesterday? And you say, if his or her eyes go to the left, it means that he's creating
Something. So it's not looking into the library.
It's not
of the things.
100%
Yeah.
true, okay?
Yeah.
But this is
So
how it works. If it was true, if he said, no, I went to this restaurant, he
it's
needs
looking
to go
into the past.
to the left side.
So do you got it? If you know someone is, if you ask a question and you want to know if he's lying or not, if you ask a question about the past, about what you did yesterday, and he looks into the right, up, he's building up, he's creating something. Otherwise, he will be looking into the library of the
To
things
the
he was
past.
doing to the past. He's not 100% sure, but sometimes works.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works.
Okay, things that you shouldn't be doing with your investor. I have no idea what you have here.
I got one more question. Okay. Have you got any clinically proven medical claims that these chairs make you lose weight?
It's very clear.
Well, we're actually trialling it in the NHS hospital.
Okay. The answer is either yes or no. I mean, it's that simple.
Yes, there is. We've got a trial taking place at this moment
So you've got
in
a trial.
an NHS hospital.
Hello.
Yes, Theo.
You've got a trial. There's no claims that anyone's ever made that you lose weight.
Yes.
There is.
The NHS hospital in Norwich is doing a trial of Sit and Slim.
Yeah.
And it's early days. Please let me finish, Theo.
No, I'm not going to let you finish unless you answer my question.
I am answering your
No, the
question.
first question, I'm going to repeat it again. Are you aware of any clinically proven claims that sitting in these chairs makes you lose weight?
No.
That's what I was looking for. This is painful.
Sorry.
a somewhat touchy
Dragon's Den in UK. Yeah, I used to watch this when I lived there.
We have one in Spanish and we have another one in the US, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, one thing that we were thinking, okay, thank you for the music. One thing that we were thinking, it may be a good idea. Next week, we have Carlos Blanco, we have Chris Nibor on Tuesday. And together with Chris, the CEO of Telenor, the operator in Europe, in Norway, is going to be here. He's an investor also. And we'll do together with Chris. So they are two Norwegians. They're going to be telling us a little bit what they do and how they invest and everything. Okay. And we'll have some others. So we thought that it might be a good idea if Miriam could be present in your talks with investors, in case. And then later on, we can analyze for us, only for us, about what has been happening. Yeah, with a camera here or something. No, but she could be doing annotations and everything. So like, could be like part of the team. And do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, but before the speeches.
No. When you have the face-to-face with investors, in case you have it.
I don't know. I think it is a good idea, but also probably it would be stress for you.
Have someone.
I don't
because
think
the idea was with investors.
Point is unuseful because it's much better if she's before the speeches to try to advise to you.
No, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the communication you will have with investor.
But
so she could say, we don't think it's going well because the investor did this today.
But in front of the investor, she's not going to be able to advise us, you know?
No. She's going to be just looking into and then talking to you.
Then it's okay for me.
Yeah? She's part of Bolt. Is one of the psychologists. We use that and it's all right. I mean, we can defend. And if he doesn't feel comfortable, it's all right. Okay.
For me, it's a good idea.
Yeah? Yeah.
Okay.
No tenemos mucho trabajo.
Yeah.
It's all right, okay?
Ya tiene recompensa.
There is a talk that I wish you watch online. It's lecture 20 from Y Combinator, how to start a startup. And it's actually a part of it. It's not the full of it. So I will show you how to look for it. Where is it?
Con al inversor. En principio yo no entiendo.
Que se te está durmiendo, que se te está durmiendo.
No, a veces tú dices, es normal.
Claro.
No tienes.
Yo lo que
va a salir mal, a lo mejor igual como su Miriam, pero al final Miriam se te puede decir, mira, es que en este punto.
O no había predisposición por parte. Claro. Porque lo que ya vas a hablar de rapport. Rapport es entrar en sintonía con el inversor.
So, when to fundraise? This is really simple, but
Hi. So my name is Dalton Caldwell. I'm one of the.
This is.
Camera can get us. Okay. Yeah, I'm one of the partners of what?
Okay, this is about a role playing, an investor and a startup. It's very brief. It's about 12 minutes or something, but it's full of information. I'm not really running this.
Body language and the speech.
I'm not really running this, and I don't know why it's not playing on the.
Muted.
Yeah.
Ahora fijaros en las manos cuando habléis de las caras.
Oh, it's muted there.
Career, I've raised 85 million over several companies, so I've sat down a lot. So my name is Dalton Caldwell.
So it's briefly what we are doing is a role playing with two guys. One is an investor. It's actually an investor, and the other one is a startup. And how to do the investor talk in a bad way and in a good way. And there is a lot of ammunition there. So, okay.
Like, but you know, again, there's a lot that we can show you.
He's
Just
an
in terms of my
investor,
background,
and the other one is a startup.
Over my career, I raised 85 million over several companies. So I've sat in a lot of investor meetings, and so I'm going to be pulling as many things as I can. So again, we're just going to try to show you something.
You want us to go through?
Use it as a learning
Is that right?
session.
Yeah.
And you already did your intro earlier, Casper, right?
It's yeah. I mean, I've done a couple startups. Yeah.
So we're going to do 2 pitches, and we're going to go through them pretty fast. And as Michael said, these tend to go fast. So let's go dive into the first one. Okay, so Casper, I understand you're coming to pitch me today. What can you tell me about what you do?
So we're building a communication platform that will allow businesses and consumers to collaborate on one single platform rather than the kind of fracture state that they're in right now.
I don't know. I don't follow.
So, like, think about like what like WhatsApp or Snapchat does for consumers. We want to do that for businesses, and so what. I have to do this with a straight face. What that means is we want to enable consumers to talk to businesses. That's really the goal of our business, of our startup is.
I still don't know. So who uses this? What does the product do?
So I mean, it's for consumers and businesses. It's a messaging product. And it allows consumers to.
Why would a consumer want to use your product?
Because they want to message their business.
Okay. Okay. What can you tell me about the market or what the opportunity? What's the size of this?
Well,
how big is this company get?
Messaging companies are very big. Obviously, WhatsApp sold for like $19 billion, and Snapchat is like really growing very quickly as well. So we think the opportunity is very big.
Okay. So. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your traction, your numbers? Like, have you given this to people yet?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to kind of open the kimono and kind of go into all the details here. Kind of at a high level, we're live. We definitely have thousands of users in the Bay Area, hundreds of businesses. Kind of.
Can you tell me who some of those businesses are?
There's ones that you've been to. We don't really want to get too much into the details because we're still early. We don't want we're trying to stay stealth.
Okay, well, can you tell me about what you've learned so far? What insights that you've had from this?
The consumers are sending messages to these businesses, and we think that's great. And these businesses are responding to the messages, and we think that's I don't think that's obvious that would happen.
So, can you tell me about what your business model is and how?
Yeah, so we charge businesses like a monthly rate. We haven't precisely figured out what that is. We right now we're free for the few 100 companies we're in right now, but we're looking to probably do a monthly.
How much do you think a business would be willing to pay?
We think certainly $10,000 to $15,000 a month.
Okay. So anyway, can you tell me a little about your team and who you have working on this?
Yeah, we have 5 founders. Technically, I'm the only one who's full time right now. We're raising money so we can get the rest of the team on board. Yeah, that's this.
Or can any of the founders program or?
Yeah. I mean, we have. I mean, one of them is a bio PhD, but he's really picked up coding. I mean, I'm a Python developer. I did learn Python the hard way.
A little bit of time. Well, it's been really great meeting you.
Yeah.
Please keep me in the loop. This sounds fantastic.
I will
keep
send
me
you
in the loop.
updates. I'll send you an update. Correct.
Okay.
That was all.
All right. Okay. So let's just go through. So I was obviously not strong. So let's just talk about some of the mistakes. So first of all, you need to make sure the person you're talking to knows what you do.
This seems really simple.
It seems simple, but it's not. So many times people get flustered, they get nervous, and they start talking really fast. And there's no way you're ever going to convince anyone of anything if they don't know even what your app actually is. You have to know your members, obviously. If you're very vague or evasive, don't even have a meeting. If you don't feel comfortable telling an investor what your numbers are, don't even meet with them. It means you're not ready yet, right? For market size, try to give some plausible bottom-up analysis and don't just name drop big companies that aren't even really related to what you're doing. People tend to do that a lot. try to have insights, try to convince me that there's something that I don't already know about the market that I learn talking to you, rather than just what everyone knows about what the market is, right? I learned nothing during that particular pitch. Also, the team, just like, why are you working on this? Why are you suited for it? It's a good thing to do. And finally, like, he didn't drive the conversation anywhere, but obviously that went poorly, and he just let the conversation just like flail around until I cut the meeting because we ran out of time as fast as I could. So anyway, that was not a good pitch. So let's try that again.
Okay.
Esta es la buena.
All right.
This is the good one.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, so I understand you have a company, and can you just tell me a little bit about what you guys do?
Yes, so we're a messaging product. We allow, that sounds kind of vague, so what we allow you to do is essentially message a location. So you walk into a Crate and Barrel, you can send the Crate and Barrel manager a message like, hey, there's puke in the hallway. Or if you're in the airport, I'm trying to find this specific gate because I'm not at this airport. Where's the terminal for Virgin? Or if you're at Target, what aisle?
Okay, so is this a mobile app or what?
Yeah, so on the consumer side, so we have an iOS and Android app, but really getting consumers to download apps is obviously very difficult.
Yeah, I don't usually just download apps to sit and message.
In most businesses, we have a call to action, which says text the owner directly. We've tested actually a bunch of copy that works the best. In small print, we have the messages are anonymous. They also lowers the barrier to entry. I think the most counterintuitive thing we've learned in the kind of launch that we've had, we're in 350 locations in the Bay. We've been doing this for about 3 months. We're about 11% weekly growth rate in terms of acquiring businesses. But the most counterintuitive thing that we learned, because we weren't actually sure, is will people send messages?
Yeah, do people send it?
Yeah.
What's the number one type of message that people
send? So originally we started this product off thinking this was going to be like in-location feedback. That was the premise, in-location feedback. What we found is more than half the messages are actually not about feedback at all. They ask things like, we were in this location in San Jose, this kebab stand, father and son, it's just a takeout place. And we saw a message that went through that said like, are you hiring? And that's like very strange because you would think like, why wouldn't you just ask the owner? Yeah. We realized that we know this is the owner and the person who's walking in doesn't. And so they do prefer to actually just text the owner because they think that's an easier way.
So it's like a suggestion box, or it's like a way to just like message.
Yeah, initially that's what we thought it was, but what we actually discovered is vast majority of the I shouldn't say vast majority, over half the messages are actually just things like when do you open, when do you close, because that's not on Google. Are you catering? Do you have any reservations available tonight?
Okay. Well, look, in terms of your traction, it sounds like you said you had some businesses. Like, tell me about what you guys have right now.
So with 350 businesses, all from San Jose to San Francisco, we sold them ourselves as 3 founders. We're all technical, but we actually did all the sales because we learned a lot about how these businesses work. We actually come from a retail background. We originally built this product for large enterprise players like Starbucks and Walmart, but we recognized that closing those contracts and our limited amount of runway wouldn't really be possible. So we wanted to get the product in the hands of users, so we did SMBs. And that's when we discovered, hey, this messaging product.
Okay, that sounds interesting. It sounds like you have some customers.
Yeah, so
how can this be big though? Like, okay, maybe you can get
so in terms of like numbers, we see 1.5 messages on average per location per day. That might not sound a lot, but for a business, that's getting 30 messages. You take like a Yelp review or Google review, in a lifetime of business, they might get 5 or 7. So they're getting a huge volume of messages relative to what they tend to experience, and they're private, so they're not public. So in terms of how do we actually make money, it's not, frankly speaking, we don't have a very clear answer there. The 2 paths are the SMB side or the LCS side, the large customer side. Large customers, we get from a retail experience, just regular feedback tools are 3 to 4 million per year. So like a Sears, where we came from. SMBs, we've tested are willing to pay $50 a month. So certainly I think this is going to be a large business, but and there's clear ways to make money. But
I could see that. Just a couple things, like, can you tell me about your distribution strategy and also just a little bit about the team?
Yeah. So distribution. So the thing that we learned in selling to these SMBs is it's really freaking hard. The formula LTV minus CPA, lifetime value minus cost per acquisition, SMB is never going to work out. And so we have 2 solutions. One is to go upmarket like we originally planned, Starbucks and Walmarts, or 2 is actually essentially pair with consumer-facing companies. Yelp, Google, Facebook.
Have you been talking to them?
Yeah, so we've talked to Google and Facebook. We're meeting with Yelp. What we basically want to do is every time you search for a business, there should be a message button. We want to get consumers in the habit of knowing they can send essentially a text message to any business. That can help us get broad distribution. Our real vision is to become kind of that infrastructure, that messaging infrastructure between consumers and businesses, if that doesn't work, let's say Google, Facebook, and Yelp don't want to give up that valuable property, it's really an ad unit. We do want to just sell this as a feedback tool to large players.
All right, can you tell me a little about the team we're working on time?
Yeah, there's three of us, all technical. Mike and I did a company before. Sunny is a ex-Google engineer. We come from retail, so our first startup was a failure. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but we've worked together, and yeah, we're all technical. We've built everything ourselves, and we sold everything ourselves.
Okay.
So we've already had a couple of conversations with your firm. We're raising $500,000 and an $8.5 million convertible note. Of that 500, 250 is committed by Mike Maples, Eli Gill, and Aidan Sinkett. And Mike with Floodgate is willing to fill the round. We think particularly you and your firm can bring a lot to the team with your retail experience. Is this something that's interesting to you?
Yeah, I think this was really interesting. I mean, I would need to talk to a couple more folks on my side, but I do think this could be pretty big.
Yeah, since we've had a couple of conversations before, and we're certainly willing to meet again. We are closing around this Friday, and so certainly take time and let your other partners know. I'll be available between now and Friday. I'll give you another call before Friday before we close the round. But we'd love to actually see you there.
Okay, well, sounds good. I got to go, but thanks for that.
Thanks.
Okay. All right.
So very different type of conversation.
Yeah. So do you have a clip?
Yes.
So in terms of that one, some key points here is try to actually tell a narrative that makes sense to people. You notice there was narratives there talking about people, how they really use it. We're able to tie it down to the real world, which is good. He was able to demonstrate insights and actually tell me something I didn't already know about the market. Like there were some tidbits there. It was more of a collaborative meeting where it felt more like a conversation than just like I was interviewing him about something, in my opinion. He actually asked for money. And this is the other key thing, is at the end, you saw I could have easily just been like, okay, gotta go. But he did talk about fundraising, as Michael mentioned. And he was able to provide all the context and all the questions I would need to actually have a serious conversation with him. If he was cagey about it or shy about it and not clear on the numbers, there's a very good chance that I probably would have just ended the conversation due to time pressure.
Yeah, it's interesting. We sit on the other side a lot. You can tell when people are very passionate and know their business very, very well, and that's what you have to become. Okay, so closing thoughts there before what you want to do after the meeting, before we get into Q&A. We're running a little short on time. After the meeting, the first thing, just like Tyler said in the sales things, follow up. This is important, and anything other than a check or wire funds is a no. So they say we got to keep talking to partners. I assume that's a no. And so you do want to put some pressure. The way that you can do that is get deal lead. A deal lead is just a term which means there's a demand for you to be in your round. This is the easiest way and an important way to actually drop a price, etc. Due diligence on investors. So let's say you have that $500,000 raised for your seed round on the $8.5 million, like we use this example. Due diligence on investors. If you do find that I do due diligence on Dalton, and I found, hey, he's actually not a great investor, I can get Elon or Mike Maples, whoever, to actually fill the rest of the round. It's surprising to us how many entrepreneurs don't do this. It's like you would actually spend a lot of time hiring somebody. You're selling a part of your company to somebody. You should know who you're selling it to make sure they're the type of people you think they are. And then last, know when to stop. So some founders get so good at fundraising, they just want to do it all the time because it's much easier to do than actually building the company.
I think fundraising does not equal success. And just because you fundraise does not mean you succeeded. And nobody realizes that. And we'll say this now, but I'm sure everyone will still equate fundraising with success and read about someone's fundraising and assume that means they're successful.
My intuition of why this is the case is because a lot of smart people their whole life, they've applied to good schools and applied to good jobs, and they just think fundraising is another application that they can just kind of check off. And building a company is much more ambiguous. But anyways, that's the session. I don't know if we have time for, and I just underlining that build your company, fundraising is not the goal.
Okay, what do you think? Interesting? You need to be driving the conversation with investors. You need to do it. You have the LinkedIn, and you can ask us about everything we know about them. But and
of course, about the psychology. You could see the body position and everything.
Yeah, I guess if they are, no sale izquierdo, si son diestros o no.
They are left-handed or right-handed?
Yeah, because it can change everything. So, yeah, try to guess before, and I'll say, if he's talking about probably with the right hand and his left, is going to be, ¿sabes?
It's going to be the
Que
other one.
nos líe, que luego, ostras, me lo está haciendo todo, a lo mejor es que es zurdo o es ambidiestro, intentaré averiguarlo.
She was
Sí, no, como voy por aquí, o tú, Rafa, te fijas y me dices, este es zurdo. Y antes de entrar os diré, este va todo al revés. Si gira la cabeza así, no es.
Cuando entren en
Yeah,
la puerta,
you know, the things turn if you're right-handed or left-handed. So
O
turn the opposite. Or you can use both hands.
Different.
In the case of Rafa Nadal, the tennis player, you know, he's right-handed, but his uncle forced him to play with the left hand, because it was much more advantageous for him than the others. So, you know, we'll make sure. We'll tell you in case. Does it work for you? This is something good? You think it's a good idea? Okay. Thank you, and sorry for being this late today. So, thank you.
Ya se lo dije. Y ahí nos vino la idea.